Okay, so what prehistoric animals that I would love to see in a documentary someday? Like, for example, if they're doing like a prehistoric planet season 3, for example, or if they're doing like, I don't know, another documentary that's coming out next year or whatever. I have a lot of creatures. Some of them return, and some that we never seen in a while, and some of them that have never seen in a documentary before. For example, Dryptosaurus. Dryptosaurus is one of my favorite theropod dinosaurs, and it's my favorite dinosaur in New Jersey, which is the state that I am from. And Dryptosaurus doesn't really get talked about that much. Um, there's something I really like about Dryptosaurus, that it's a Tyrannosauroid that lives in my state. It was actually the first dinosaur, one of the first dinosaurs that was found in America, and possibly I think it was the first theropod as well. I mean, then again, I think it's Megalosaurus. Let me know in the comments, but Dryptosaurus was one of the first dinosaurs ever found in America, like hundreds of years ago. Megalosaurus. Megalosaurus, it's one of the coolest animals, and again, just like Dryptosaurus, it was one of the first dinosaurs ever found. Probably the first theropod that was found in England back then. Back then we thought that, obviously we thought hundreds of years ago, we thought that dinosaurs were very sluggish animals and etc. But now they're just warm-blooded animals, and Megalosaurus was one of those dinosaurs. Back then, Megalosaurus had a crocodile-like head with a weird, like, body shape and a tail dragging. Lived alongside with Iguanodon at the time, with a nose horn. Now obviously we know that Iguanodon doesn't have a nose horn, but yeah. So Megalosaurus would be cool to see as well. Another animal that would be cool to see or to bring back in a documentary would be Lectitidium. Lectitidium has been in a documentary, of course, in Walking with Prehistoric Beasts. It's a very, like, almost shrew-like animal. It was a very, it was one of the most bizarre-looking little animals out there during the, what time period was it? It was the Paleocene, right? I don't know. I'm not really familiar with some of the Cenozoic time periods that much, but yeah, Lectitidium is pretty damn cool to see, and I would like for it to return into a documentary, because it's, people don't really talk about it. What else is there? Caprasuchus, the boar croc. It's a cool animal. We now know that Caprasuchus is not it doesn't headbutt or nose bump or whatever on prey animals like Nigersaurus that it was with at the time. It was actually more terrestrial It was more terrestrial than semi-aquatic, just like in the documentary. When crocs ate dinosaurs, it made its first appearance in a documentary during that time, of course, that I just mentioned, when crocs ate dinosaurs. Caprasuchus is pretty cool. I mean, it's been popular in figures like Safari Limited, magazines as well, but maybe I wish that they'll bring it back. Someone will bring it back. God, there's just so many animals So many rare prehistoric animals that I would love either bring back or make a or return or never been into a documentary. Like for example, Dryptosaurus or Dryptosaurus for example. You know, um, I don't know, just everything about it. But what do you guys think? What are your like prehistoric animals that you want to bring into a documentary? Obviously, we're not using the popular animals such as Smilodon, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Triceratops, and Montosaurus, and Kylosaurus, woolly mammoth, Columbian mammoth, American lion, cave lion, etc., etc., etc. I'm specifically talking about the rarest of the rarest prehistoric animals that either used to be in the documentary and then never mentioned ever again, or just never appeared in the documentary. Let me know in the comments.